Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new or not subscribed, please subscribe my channel, like and share with your friend. In the last video, we have created a question services. In this question services, we have created create questions, get all questions by category, and delete questions by questions ID. Today we are going to create a quiz services. So first we are going to create a quiz class, quiz, and we have a private integer quiz ID as a primary key, and we will annotate with the breadth ID and generated value category is equal to generated type identity. And the second we have private string title. Third we have list of questions list. And we have to show the cardinality relationship between the quiz and questions. So here it will be many to many. Many to many basically one questions can belong to many quizzes and one quizzes can have many questions. So that's why it is many to many. And here we are going to do the getter and setter. Just click on the right buttons and generate buttons and getter and setter. Getter and setter is generated. So we'll also annotate this class as an entity. And quiz class is created. We are going to create a quiz repository. And extend JPA quiz, and in the quiz we have a quiz ID as a primary key and data type of primary key as integer integer, and we annotate this class as a repository. So this way it is completed. We are going to create a quiz services, and we'll annotate this class as a service class. And we're also going to create a quiz controller, and we are going to annotate this class as a REST controller, and the request mapping is. We are going to create our first API is called create queues. Before that, I need to inject the dependency of these services. Required private these services, and here we are going to create our first post mapping. Let's create public JSON node, create keys JSON node, JSON node, this service or create keys, and we call this JSON node request body. This method is not available in our quiz services. Just quickly create the quiz, create quiz. So yeah, here we also need dependency of quiz repository. The first we need the quiz repository dependency. Afterwards, choose repository, use repository, and final object mapper, object mapper, object mapper. Either we are going to object node response, and we are going to validate. There is a three requirement in the JSON body. There will be three parameter could be there. If this parameter is not available, then we are going to throw the exception. First is the title, category, and num key. So we are going to just validate this entity. JSON node dot has title if don't have JSON node dot has category if not with it. And JSON node dot has num key. Num key is number of the questions. If only one is not given, then we are going to throw the exception. Response dot script status error and response dot script message in refused title category and num key required, and will return the response. If all these parameters are available, then we are going to extract strings title will be JSON log dot list has text string category JSON log dot with category has text and integer num key JSON log dot with num key has it, and we are going to create a uh, APIs. We are extract all this, and then here we are going to ask to the database with random questions by based on category and num key. We are going to create a query, custom query, where we are going to ask based on the category and num key random questions from questions table. So here we are going to write a custom query, list of questions list, questions. We are going to also use the dependency of questions repository as well. Auto like questions repository, questions repository, question repository dot find random question by category, and we are going to pass the category and num key. This method is not available in our user repository. Let's create this method. Create query annotation. We are going to write this value select everything from questions in where q dot category equal to category order by random limit num native queries and here we are going to create a break param categories param num key. Basically, in this custom query, we based on the category and based on the number of questions, we ask to the questions database, please give me the random questions. Then we are going to create is equal to new queues, and is dot so title then is dot set questions list. We'll get all these questions with here. And finally, we are going to save this. Use repository dot save and this quiz. And finally, we are going to return the response. Response dot with that is a success. Response dot with myself is created and return the response. And finally, we are going to test this API with the help of Postman. Just restarting my server. Yes, so Tomcat is started on 8080. We are going to test on the Postman and just check quiz slash create. Just post quiz slash create. Title is Python and NumQ. So finally, first is created. We'll check through on database whether it is created or not. And if you go with the application in the table, yes, the quiz ID one, Python quiz one, and the questions list we got are random questions. In the quiz ID one, we got 5 questions in the random manner. We are also going to create one more Java quiz one. They run the Java. We'll hit the quiz created. Is 2, and this question we want 7 instead of 5. Yes, created will check the database. Yes, created the quiz ID 2 having 5 questions and quiz ID 3 has 7 questions in the random manner. And here we also check. So we will create a quiz ID 1, 2, 3. So this is API is working properly. And we are going to create our second API. Get matching get by quiz ID. Public JSON node get all questions by quiz ID and will pass the quiz ID as it is a quiz ID. Return get all questions by quiz ID. Quiz ID and here will path variable. This method is not available in our quiz services because we are going to create this method. Object knows response six method dot create object node. Then optional use optional use repository dot find by ID. I just pass the quiz ID. If check if optional quiz not is present, then is equal to optional dot is get, and then list of websites use dot get questions list. And here we are going to create the array node, object method of get objects node, and then we'll run the for loop. For each questions, we are going to extract the questions details. Question list of questions, object node to object method dot create, and the questions node dot set questions ID, questions dot get questions ID. Process title, we have process title dot get process title. We have put option also, option one, question dot get section with option. And we have four options. We have two, three, and four. Mm, three, and four. Array node dot get questions node. This way we completed, and finally we are going to return the response dot output. And response dot put all questions is, and we are going to response dot put quiz ID, quiz ID, response dot put title, response dot set questions array node. And finally we are going to return the response. if it is present. In the case of if it is not present, then we are going to return the error message. Else response dot S is error and response dot put message is not with ID is ID. Finally, we are going to return the response here. Return response. And just we are going to restart our server and check this API. Yes, Tomcat server is started on 8080. So we are going to test this API on Postman. Here we have a chain URL and here we are passing the quiz ID. So finally, I got all the questions. In that question, we didn't included the answer, correct answer. It will show to the user student so that they can take the exam on this quiz. Yes, we also got the quiz ID too based on the Java. So yes, so this GOP is completed. Thank you for the watching. If you didn't subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel. In the next video, in the part 3, we are going to create the evaluate the result. How to evaluate if user submit this question and based on this submission, we will calculate how many wrong, how many correct questions. Thank you so much.